We are
rolling.
And you're hearing me all right?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
And then I'd walk up the road in the great darkness up to our house, and I'd walk across the Pound River and up the little hills and come to where the two cypresses would brush my face as I walked in the little gate, and I walked in the path. And then I would walk past a window and I would look in and see my mother and father inside.
Yes, I came from, Moyvane was the parish. The townland was Leitrim Middle.
People used to enjoy coming cutting the turf. You did all the stories and all the news and everything, like they'd be talking, and the same with the hay. You know, the neighbours would come in, and then when there's their turn, we'd go to them and things like that. Yeah, so that was it. That was life that time.
The interesting thing about the neighbours is that we all knew each other. We knew the neighbours and they knew us, and they cared about us. And there's a word in Irish which means corsa. It's the word for neighbour. They were kind of, as I often said to people, extended family. We cared about one another, and the word core means kind of community caring, and that's the word that gives the Irish word neighbour.
But I was working away, and the delight of it, like 4 men working in a bog and, you know, bringing up next winter's fire, and my mother would be sitting at that fire, and my father would be sitting at that fire, and would we get good weather to dry it, and there'd be maybe a wind coming from the north. And at the evening, I remember, you know, when you'd be tired, your muscles kind of sensuously aching because you were tired, and there's a wonderful kind of sensuousness. The ache was a kind of sensuousness.
And I went from there to St. Michael's in the Stole. In 1965, when I was 12, they taught Latin, they taught Greek, they taught Irish, they taught English, mathematics, geography, history, religion, big subject there at the time, and science. John Moriarty said rightly so, that was the same education that John Milton got, you know, the Greek and the Latin. And it's a foundation for any poet.
Here she was, and I was thinking, like, she's last year's turf now she has in this womb, and on top of the turf, on top of the fire, are the eggs. And it was a great Easter image, like the fire of life and the newness of life in the eggs. So she was a kind of great earth mother woman coming across the yard.
We learned to milk cows early on as children, and part of our job was to milk maybe 2 or 3 cows in the evening. It was a kind of almost like they were part of the family, the cows. And we used to love to go out when a cow would be lying, waiting, chewing the cud, as we say. And we'd love to go down and lie in the place where the cow was laying, and to feel the warmth. And children, we love doing that, you know, just kind of for a little minute, and you get to feel the warmth of where the cow was lying.